everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Mandy. Welcome. I am doing my part 2 of my empties. I will put my part 1 in a card. I quite honestly have never had empties this large before, and I just thought this has to be 2 videos. There are 70 products that I'm talking about. I cannot fit this in 1 video. I forgot to preface the first video. I get sent a lot of skincare. I use a lot of skincare. I buy a lot of skincare. I'm not lying when I say I have finished these products up. I have gotten accused of that in the past. I have no reason to lie about the fact that I use these products. If Chad used them, if I use them in my kit, I'm gonna specify that. I don't use them all on my face. A lot of them I use on my body. I will also specify that. In the first video, I did cleansers, serums, and moisturizers. And in this video, I'm gonna do mists, body care, SPF, and randoms. Let's start out with mist. The Truology Hydrating Youth Mist. This is a ceramide, adaptogen, and antioxidant-rich mist. It's fabulous. I love Truology. There isn't something they have come out with that I don't like, and the mist is no different. This is Timeless HA Spray with Matrixyl 3000 and cucumber extract. This was sent to me by Timeless, and it's great. It definitely smells like cucumber. If you don't like that scent, you're not gonna like this. But it was perfectly fine. Matrixyl 3000 is an ingredient I don't often see in mist. So if you like it in serum form, it might be something to look into. And Timeless has always been very affordable, and they always run a ton of sales. This is probably my favorite mist of all time, the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. I could spray my entire body with this multiple times a day and be happy. I don't, because I don't want to waste it, but I use this all in between my skincare steps. I use it after makeup. I use it throughout the day to refresh. I love the scent. I love the feel. I love the results. I'm currently using another one, and I used this so much in the past, and then for some reason I just stopped using it. I don't want to stop using it again. It's just my favorite. I only have one hair product. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. I have had such a change in my hair in the past 6 months, and I can only attribute it to hormones because I feel like everything in my life is attributed to hormones at this stage. But it's now become very oily. I have had to change shampoos. I have had to change leave-in products. This still works for me, but Crown Affair sent me their dry shampoo powder, and I have been loving it. And I'm talking, I need dry shampoo less than 24 hours after I wash my hair. So I'm using it a lot. However, this is still my favorite spray dry shampoo. Has been for quite a while. All right, let's talk about SPF before we get into body care and randoms. All but 2 of these I have actually used up. I will talk about why I didn't use up the 2 that aren't finished. But this is the Elta MD UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. It looks full, but I promise you it is not. This is the old version. You can't get this version anymore. It's now the UV AOX Elements, which is okay, but it's not quite exactly like this. This was a favorite of mine for years and years and years and years. And while I have the new version, I don't find myself reaching for it as much. I probably need to start, but I just don't like it as much as that one. The next 3 are 3 of my favorites that I am currently rotating through because I don't want to be without them. The Polish Choice SPF 50 5% Vitamin C Sheer Moisturizer. This can be used in the summer for me as my only moisturizer. In the winter, I'll put a light moisturizer on underneath it, but I can also use enough of this to give me the SPF 50. It's a very lightweight sunscreen. It is chemical based. My skin loves this. I love how it looks under makeup. I love the finish it gives. I love how it feels. Again, going through a backup of that. The Numbuzin Clear Filter Sun Essence #1, my favorite Korean beauty sunscreen with Korean filters. The Numbuzin #9 I'm currently working through, and I have a backup of this one. It's so good. One of the best under makeup that I have ever used. It is not water resistant, which I don't think the Polish Choice is either. So I wouldn't use either of those if I was at the pool or the beach. Same with this one. This is the Eucerin SPF 50 Oil Control. This is the European version. I'm using a backup of this. I get all of my European sunscreens from Care2 Beauty. So I'll try to link that to this specific one. It's very affordable. I usually never pay more than $13 for it. And it is probably my most mattifying sunscreen. So if I am testing like a new foundation and I really want to see the actual finish of the foundation and not have it interfere with the finish of my sunscreen, that's the one that I would use the most. Now these two I did not finish up because quite honestly, I did not like them, but I still want to share them because I know there are a lot of people who do. This one is the most expensive sunscreen I have ever used. Is that right? No, it's not right. I have two other ones that are pretty expensive that I'm currently using, but this is the Pavese Dynamic Age Defense SPF. It's a treatment, moisturizer, and sunscreen. It is 100% mineral and it's SPF 30. This is, again, a mineral sunscreen. It claims not to have a white cast, but on me, it definitely did. At least it lightened up my skin enough for me to be able to see a difference. I did not like the way this wore under makeup. It really interfered with my foundation, no matter what foundation I was using. And it left a little too much of a white cast for me to use it not using makeup. And there's something in it, I don't know if it's maybe a high concentration of niacinamide, I'm not quite sure, but it burns my face so much for about 45 minutes after I put it on that it's actually very uncomfortable. And it just wasn't worth me continuing using this. I know there are a lot of people who absolutely swear by it. It just did not work out for me. Another one that a lot of people swear by that did not work out for me is the Prequel Sun Barrier Mineral Sunscreen. I just couldn't get this to work for me. It didn't feel good on my skin. It felt thick despite not looking thick. It did give a bit of a white cast despite saying it doesn't give a white cast. I honestly think mineral sunscreens, unless they are actually tinted, are just gonna provide a little bit of a white cast due to the nature of the filters in them. And this one, I hated it under makeup. I just hated it under makeup. There was something about it that it did not work. And again, it just wasn't right for me to keep on using it when I knew I couldn't get it to work for my skin. All right, let's talk about some body. This is my favorite tanner. I get asked a lot what self tanner I use. This is the Coco and Eve Sunny Honey Mousse. I get the ultra dark and it lasts me a week. Once I apply it, I don't feel the need to reapply for a week. I just repurchased this same product and also their gradual tanner, which I haven't tried before, but I'm interested to see if that helps prolong this one even more. This one Chad used up because I didn't like, was it because? Yeah, I didn't like the scent of it for some reason. This is the Koba Milk It Body Lotion. And it's formulated with safu oil. He liked it. I just did not like the scent. So I gave it to him. He finished that up quickly. One I did finish up on my body and loved. In fact, I saw somebody on Reddit post that they love this one for their face too. I'm like, oh wow, I might have to try that. It's the Bioderma Adoderm Intensive Balm. And it's the ultra soothing balm, repairs, restores lipids, and it's anti-itching. So if you have like eczema or super sensitive skin, this is said to be really good for that. I loved it on my body. It sinks in really fast and it was super hydrating. And I think I do want to repurchase that. And the rest of my body products are from one of my favorite brands when it comes to body care, Bay Harbor Beauty. I have 5 empties from them. The White Tea Body Wash, which is pH balanced for sensitive areas, is the only wash that I will use for said sensitive areas. I love it. Currently using it. I have used probably 4 or 5 of these and I don't know that I'll be changing that up anytime soon. This is the Cleansing Body Oil, which I have really liked for shaving. I'm out of this. I need to repurchase, but it is a body oil that's meant to be used as a cleanser in shower, and it just is so nice for shaving. I typically would use a conditioner, but this one worked great. I used probably 2 or 3 bottles for shaving, and I need to repurchase. This is, I'm gonna put it down below because the label is all wiped off. It's the really thick cream. I talked about this in a favorites video, I don't know how long ago, for being one of the, if not the most hydrating cream that makes a visible difference for when my arms, especially if I see them in sunlight and can see like little scales on them, they're so dry. This is the only thing that's made a visible difference. I think it's called the Extreme Nourishing Body Cream. It's very, very, very thick. And I tend to like to cut it with a body oil, and I love the Bay Harbor body oils. I have 2 of them, which again, the labels have rubbed off. This was the Baccarat Rouge. They have scents that are similar to popular perfumes. And this is Flower Bomb. And there's like hardly, not even 1 use worth left. I have probably 2 or 3 other ones that I'm going through. I love the combination of that with that extreme cream on my arms. I will never have dry arms again as long as I keep using those 2 products. All right, now let's talk about some randoms. This one is Probably something no one thinks I need to talk about, but I mention it in every single Empties because if you don't know about it, it's worth knowing about. This is the toothpaste that I use. It's the Apogard Premio toothpaste. There are 4 Empties that I have, and I buy this. I either buy it off of Amazon or Japanese Taste if I'm making an order. I think even Stylovana has it. It doesn't use fluoride. It uses another ingredient in the fluoride's place, and my teeth are so much whiter when I use this. There's no sensitivity. I love it. I can't tell you how many I've gone through, but I always feel like I need to talk about this in case someone doesn't know about it and wants to try it. Is it more expensive than like Crest or Colgate? Yeah, but my teeth like it better than it likes Crest or Colgate. So for me, at this time, it's worth it. This is very random, and I guess I could consider, well, no, it's not really a makeup item because I use it in my skincare. This is the Heroin Make Speedy Mascara Remover. So this is a Japanese makeup brand, and if you have ever used a J Beauty, especially one from Heroin Make mascara, you know they are almost impossible to take off. More so than waterproof mascara, but because of that, they wear beautifully and they hold a curl like nothing else. This is a remover that has a plastic brush that you're meant to swipe over your lashes with the mascara on and then go to wash your face, and it makes that mascara and any other hard to remove mascara come off flawlessly. I really like this. I have another one that I'm using. I need to repurchase because even though I don't use the Heroin Make mascara that much since I have run out of it, there are other mascaras that are harder for me to remove, and that makes it so easy. 3 lash serums. The Scoro Lash Eyelash Volumizing Growth Serum, the Overnight Lash Serum from Anti-Age, and the Swede Beauty Pro Eyelash Serum. Before I started the Swede Beauty, Scoro Lash was my favorite. Once I started Swede Beauty and gave it 2 tubes, I don't know that I ever want to go back. This is a prostaglandin-free eyelash serum that gives results. I get asked all the time if I have fake lashes on, especially by clients, because I'm so up in their face and they're really looking and they're like, oh, what, I want the fake lashes that you're wearing. And I'm like, I'm not wearing fake lashes. I'm wearing Swede eyelash serum. And I have given that recommendation to so many clients, especially. Everybody that has used it has loved it. I just can't recommend it enough. So out of those 3, it's the only one I'm using now. Well, I'm using my City Lash in the morning, but I use the Swede at night, and I really think that's the one that has made the biggest difference. 2 lip balms. Said it before, I always have to have something on my lips. I have lip balms all over my house, in every single room, so I have access to them quickly. I wear them all day long. I never go to bed without a lip balm on. The Tower 28 SOS Lip Softy. I love this stuff. If I didn't have, probably at the moment, 9 other lip balms I'm trying to get through, I would repurchase this one. It's so, so good. It smells good. It's like a vanilla scent, but it's soft vanilla scent. It's not overpowering. It feels good. This one I also really loved. However, I went through it fairly quickly. And while they sent it to me, I do think it's a little bit more expensive than, say, the Tower 28. This is the Wise Like a Gloss Hydrating Lip Mask. So it comes in, you know, a pot like this. I use this specifically at night, which I tend to do if it is, you know, a heavier potted type of lip balm. And I loved it. I loved it so much. But I do think it's more expensive, and I don't know that I feel like it's worth more to me than the Tower 28, but it's very good. And then finally, the 2 randoms that I have left are 2 Derma rollers. I cosmetic needle once a week, and that's when I use my calcium serum that I talked about in the last video. This is an Aura microneedle roller system. I got this one from Derm Store, and it is a 0.25 millimeter needle. It was fine. Nothing wrong with that. But then I ordered Angel Kiss from Amazon, which is a 0.3 millimeter needle, and you can see the needle go all the way through. I don't have a doubt that the Aura goes all the way through, but it is a black roller, so I can't see. This one, I can see that it is an actual needle that goes all the way through the roller, which is important. It is a little bit longer at that 0.3, but it's still considered cosmetic needling, so I don't have to go through all of the steps of sanitization. It also maybe doesn't give results as fast as microneedling, but I can do it more often. And there have been studies that have been shown that consistent use of cosmetic needling over time will give the same results as medical micro needling. So I would just assume to keep doing this because, again, I don't have to go through the extensive sanitizing, making sure I only use certain products afterwards. I really just like doing this once a week, help my products penetrate better. I use the Callus Thumb Professional Serum with it, and I've had great results. So I'm gonna continue doing that. And I repurchased the Angel Kiss one. So that's the one that I will link down below. I use them 7 to 8 times, and then I'll repurchase. So it lasts me a couple of months. Okay, that is it. That is finally the end of my empties. I will try my hardest not to let it get this extensive before I film again. I've never had to split the videos in 2 before, but I will have everything I can fit in the description box listed and linked. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.